What's going on, folks? Ted from Immersion here, and the D&D team has released a new survey, this time all about classes of the player's handbook. And I think this ties into some of the stuff that I've been saying in the past, so there are, what I believe, larger implications because of this. Also, I'm wearing one of my brand new flannels. By the way, just random thing for you guys out there, Amazon brand, not bad quality. Also, pumpkin spice stuff has arrived at coffee places. So go forth and enjoy and live on with your basic self. That being said, hey, if you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Gen Con is right around the corner, and I would love to be able to hit 80,000 by the time we hit Gen Con. That's just a little under 3,000 away, and I think we can make that happen. So tell your friends. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did so, but, you know, no pressure. All right. So let's go take a look. So if you recall, the last survey we got from the D&D team was all about races in the player's handbook. And let's take this survey. I will say, we know sometimes D&D is funky and they add in secret things they don't tell us about to the surveys. So we'll see what happens as we do this. Would you like to rate? I best think if you say no, it ends the survey. Yes, I would like to rate the class and subclass material presented in the player's handbook. Okay. Which character classes would I like to rate? I would like to rate all of them. This is probably going to take a while, but I definitely want to rate all of them. Okay. Have I DM'd for a barbarian? Yes, I have. Okay, how are you satisfied with... Oh god, I gotta know all the names of everything? Alright, how are you satisfied with the elements of the barbarian class presented in the player's handbook? I am satisfied with both Rage and Barbarian overall. I'm very satisfied with Unarmored Defense and Reckless Attack and Danger Sense. Extra Attack is pretty standard, so I guess I'd say it's satisfied with these two. I don't even remember what Feral Instinct is. Is that... Can't be surprised, I guess. Brutal Critical, satisfied. Relentless Rage. Persistent Rage. And then... Primal Champion, I'm very satisfied about. I'm going to say, look to your Barbarian level 20 ability and apply that thinking across the board. Okay, now we're going to probably do subclasses. Have I played for a DM for a Path of the... Played or DM'd a Path of the Berserker Barbarian before? I have not. Nothing. See Nerd Immersion's Fixing the Berserker video. I don't need to go into it. I've given you guys my thoughts on that in that video, so let's keep going. I have played or DM'd with a Totem Warrior before. I'm very satisfied with Totem Warrior, pretty much overall. Bear is obviously the best. I'm slightly satisfied with Eagle. And then I'm kind of slightly satisfied with these three. Spirit Walker, I really like the roleplay aspects for it. And then I think I'm most satisfied with Bear. Have I DM or played a Bard? Yes, I have. I've done both. Bard overall, very satisfied. Spellcasting... very satisfied. Bardic Inspiration, very satisfied. Jack of all trades, very satisfied. Slightly satisfied with Song of Rest, very satisfied with Expertise and Font of Inspiration. Counter Charm, very dissatisfied. Magical Secrets, very satisfied. Superior Inspiration, very dissatisfied. Counter Charm, I have a video on Counter Charm and why it's bad. I also have pretty strong feelings about the this level 20 ability. I feel like there are some classes in the player's handbook that do their level 20 abilities very well, and then there are others that they're just like, oh, we did it one time, like let's apply the same thing that we applied to the Bard, to the Sorcerer, and to the Monk. And then but look at how cool we did for like the Paladin, and other classes have really cool abilities. Like the Wizard compared to the Sorcerer, for example. Yes, I've actually played and DM'd a College of Lore Bard. Very satisfied. This gets highest across the board. College of Lore This is one of your best designed subclasses. I feel like they need to know that. Okay. College of Valor. I have DM'd for a College of Valor. I'm satisfied with College of Valor. The bonus proficiencies are very satisfying. Combat inspiration is satisfying. Yeah, it's good. I'm not. Lore Bard is better, and I think the newer bards are better, but it's okay. Yes, I've done both for a Cleric. Cleric overall, very satisfied with the spellcasting. Channel Divinity. Destroy Undead, I'm only slightly satisfied, and then obviously, how can you not be satisfied with Divine Intervention? It's the best, one of the best abilities. Okay, I have not played or DM'd for a Knowledge Domain. Nothing to add. I have played a Life Domain, yes. Life Domain, very satisfied. I'm pretty satisfied with everything. Yeah, Life Domain just gets the highest regards. It's the quintessential healer. It's great. I love it. Okay. I've played a Light Domain Cleric. Yes. So let's go to that. Very satisfied with Light Domain and the spells. Slightly dissatisfied with the cantrip, but Warding, Flare, Radiance of Dawn, Improved Flare, all of these are fantastic. I'm going to say I feel like not giving it Firebolt or updating these subclasses with newer spells is a travesty. Firebolt or Produce Flame. Okay. Nature Domain, no. No one wants to play this class because all of its abilities are tied to beasts, and they are quickly outclassed as beasts aren't very relevant in higher level play. Okay. Tempest Domain, yes. Everything gets a high marks except for Stormborn. I feel like Stormborn is a relic of its time, and there are better Cleric subclass capstones. Also, this should be updated with the Elemental Evil / Xanathar's spells. So I do stand by that. I made a video on that one as well. Trickery Domain, no. This class suffers from Identity Crisis. Identity Crisis. It doesn't know if it wants to be melee or caster focused. See Nerd Immersion's fixing the Trickery Domain video. Another one that I've expressed my interest in how to fix that. War Domain, I have not DM'd or played for a War Domain. Forge Cleric outclasses several of these abilities, several of these higher level abilities. They need to be evened out. Okay. Have I DM'd? Yes, I have DM'd for a Druid before. Very satisfied with Druid overall. Druidic, I'm not sure. I don't really care about the Druidic language. Spellcasting is good. Wild Shape is great. Timeless Body, I'm slightly satisfied with it. And then obviously Beast Spells and Arch Druid are bananas. Circle of the Land, no, I don't think I have. No, I've only ever done it for all the newer ones, and then I have no comments on that. I thought it was well designed. Circle of the Moon, I have DM'd for. I'm satisfied with Circle of the Moon. I'm very satisfied with Combat Wild Shape, Circle Forms, Primal Shape, Elemental Wild Shape, and only slightly satisfied with 1,000 Forms. I don't think it's that great, but I don't think I've ever played anybody that's ever used it well or at all. I really don't have any comments for this one. I thought it was well designed as well. I have DM'd for a fighter. This is going to be a long survey, folks. I'm satisfied with fighter overall. Very satisfied with archery. Satisfied with defense. Very satisfied with dueling. Slightly satisfied with great weapon. Protection. And I'm dissatisfied with 2-weapon because 2-weapon fighting sucks. Comparatively, I feel like, for the most part. I'm satisfied with second wind, very satisfied with action surge and extra attack, and only satisfied with indomitable. I think fighter does the job well. I don't also notice they don't input anything about the fact that they get extra ability score improvements, which is a large portion of what thing people like about fighter, but have I played or DM'd for a champion fighter before? I have not. It's just a solid option. It's not frilly, you know, it doesn't have a lot of fun, crazy stuff it can do, but it's strong. Have I DM'd for a Battle Master before? Yes, I have. This is a lot. Okay. I'm very satisfied with Battle Master, combat superiority, and I don't... Oh, God. All of these abilities. Jeez. Student of War, slightly satisfied with. The same thing with Know Your Enemy. And then I'm satisfied with improved... I'm very satisfied with improved combat superiority and slightly satisfied with relentless. God, they're really going to make me go look this up, huh? All right. Well, let's go to D&D Beyond. We'll go to Fighter. I'll pull it up on the other screen, and then that way we can do this and go through it. I did not realize they were legitimately going to have us do every single thing, which I guess it's good. They want the feedback. So, all right. Commander's Strike. Direct one of your companions to make a weapon attack. I'm satisfied with that one. Disarming attack, satisfied. Distracting Strike. Satisfied. I think I'm pretty much satisfied with... that was Distracting Strike. Evasive Footwork, only slightly satisfied with that one. Fainting Attack, slightly satisfied. Goading Attack, slightly satisfied. Lunging Attack, satisfied. Maneuvering Attack, and Menacing Attack. I think Parry was a good one. Reduce the damage, yes, satisfied. Precision, satisfied. Pushing, satisfied. Rally, slightly satisfied. Riposte, very satisfied. Sweeping, slightly satisfied. Trip attack, very satisfied. Whoa, that was a lot. Okay. And I have not done an Eldritch Knight. I think it's good, but I think it could be better. I have played a Monk and DM'd for Monk. I'm very satisfied with Monk overall. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but it's true. Unarmored Defense, very satisfied. Martial Arts, Key, Flurry of Blows, Patient Defense, Step of the Wind, all great. Unarmored Movement, good. I'm going to say I'm satisfied with Deflect Missiles and slightly satisfied with Slow Fall. Extra Attack, Stunning Strike is amazing. So is Key Powered Strike. Evasion is fantastic. Slightly satisfied with Stillness of Mind. Purity of Body, very satisfied. Tongue of the Moon, slightly. Diamond Soul, very much so. Timeless Body, not as much. and these last two, and then I'm not really satisfied with Perfect Self. Monk is really strong. The only problem is most abilities can be outclassed by Stunning Strike. The capstone needs serious work. I love deflect missiles, but I feel it starts, it's less relevant in the late game. Which is true. As someone who's playing a monk currently, that's how I feel. Okay. I'm going to clip through this, and then I'm going to probably have to cut the recording because this is going to take a while. I've not done for an open hand. I think open hand is solid. I actually haven't done for any of the player's handbook monks. I think Shadow Monk is the strongest in the player's handbook. 4 elements, no. I'll say this is a serious failing. The amount of fan reworks for this speak volumes. See Nerd Immersion's fixing video, because I fixed that one as well. Alright, the next one up is Paladin, my favorite class. I'm going to have to cut it. We'll get back to this in a sec. And we're back. So, we're on to my favorite class, the Paladin. Let's talk about that. So, yes, I've played many Paladins. Okay, I'm super satisfied with Paladin overall. It's amazing. Divine Sense, I'm satisfied with Divine Sense. It's not over the top, but Lay on Hands, very satisfied. Fighting Style, Defense, meh. Dueling, yes. I don't really like Great Weapon Fighting or Protection. Spellcasting, solid. Divine Smite, as high as it could possibly be. Divine Health, I'm satisfied with. Extra Attack. Aura of Protection, Aura of Courage, fantastic. And then Cleansing Touch. I'm going to say Paladin is the best of designed class. Best designed class you have. This should be your benchmark for all other classes. Okay. I have not played an Oath of Devotion, so I can't speak to that. Or maybe I did, but I don't think enough. Now, Oath of the Ancients, I have played quite a bit. So, very satisfied with Oath of the Ancients, satisfied with the tenets, very satisfied with the spells, slightly dissatisfied with both of the channel divinities. They're kind of garbage. Aura of Warding, amazing. Undying Sentinel, great. And Elder Champion, great. I'm not sure if making the channel divinities weak was a part of balance, but I think they should be updated to be in line with current power creep. Okay, and I have not played Oath of Vengeance. I never really got the appeal of the Oath of Vengeance. A lot of people seem to like it. Seems mostly as a multi-class for the advantage on the attacks via the channel divinity. Have I played or DM'd for a Ranger before? I have DM'd for a Ranger. Dissatisfied with this. Very dissatisfied with Favorite Enemy, Natural Explorer. Satisfied with Archery. Slightly satisfied with Defense. Very satisfied with Dueling. Slightly satisfied with 2-weapon fighting. Spellcasting is fine. Primeval Awareness dissatisfied. Extra Attack satisfied. I'm really just dissatisfied with just about... Actually, the Blind Sight I'm happy with. I'm going to say there's nothing I can say here that hasn't already been said. The Paladin is one of the strongest classes you have design-wise and should have been the template for the Ranger. Another mixed martial 1d10 half-casting class. I could belabor this for hours, as you all know, so we're going to move on. The one fighter I did, it was a Hunter Ranger that I DM'd for. Slightly satisfied. Now I'm trying to remember all of the abilities because I don't remember what they're all called just because I very rarely see and or play a Ranger. So let us go to Hunter. Colossus Slayer is... Okay, Colossus Slayer I'm satisfied with. Giant Slayer, slightly satisfied. Horde Breaker, satisfied. Escape the Horde, slightly dissatisfied. Multi-attack defense, Steel Will, Volley. These two are solid. I'll say I'm satisfied with these two. I'm actually going to say that I'm dissatisfied with all of these, too. I'm going to say the Hunter gets abilities that the Rogue has had for multiple levels at this point. There should be a series of changes and shifting around of when abilities are gained. Okay, next. And I haven't DM'd for Beastmaster Ranger, and I'm just going to say you've heard it all before. This needs total rework from the ground up. Okay. I've DM'd for a Rogue. I'm very satisfied with Rogue overall. All of these are, I want to say, slightly satisfied with Thieves' Cant, Reliable Talent, Blind Sense, Slippery Mind. I don't actually remember what Elusive is. I don't think I've played much with the Rogues at super high levels. What is Elusive? Attacker. Oh, no attack roll has advantage on you. Yeah, that's good. And I'm only slightly satisfied with Stroke of Luck. Another very strong, well-designed class. Okay. I have not DM'd for a Thief, I don't think. It's good there. You've not DM'd for an Assassin. This needs work. Some of the abilities have been totally outclassed by newer subclasses. I have DM'd for an Arcane Trickster. So I can talk to that. Satisfied with Arcane Trickster overall, slightly satisfied pretty much across the board for these abilities. Do I DM for a Sorcerer? Yes, I have. Dissatisfied with the Sorcerer. Dissatisfied with the spellcasting. I'm slightly satisfied with these. I'm going to say I'm dissatisfied with Careful Spell. Slightly satisfied with Distance Spell. Empowering Spell. Extended Spell. Heightened Spell. Very satisfied with Quicken. Satisfied with Subtle. And very satisfied with Twinned. And very dissatisfied with Sorceress Restoration. Sorcerer just seems like a worse wizard. If you retroactively implement all the extras that Tasha's Cauldron sorcerers get. This would be a big step and improvement. See the 3 Nerd Immersion videos on fixing the sorcerer. Because I've made 3 because it needs that much help. I've not DM'd for Dragonblood Sorcerer. I'm gonna say it's solid, but it suffers from the lack of elemental spells. Elemental spells. Elemental spells for multiple levels. I.e., everything's fire, and that's the only one that's important. Have I DM'd for a wild magic sorcerer? No. This is a great way to piss off a party. Which is true. I've watched it happen. I have DM'd for a Warlock before. Only slightly satisfied with Warlock. I don't love Warlock. I know a lot of you do. It just doesn't appeal to me. I think Hexblade's the only viable option that wouldn't make me be super upset about it. So, slightly satisfied with Pack Magic and Eldritch Invocations. Agonizing Blast, obviously amazing. Armor of Shadows is okay. I gotta go back and look at what all these things do. Ascendant Step. Beast Speech, slightly satisfied. Beguiling Influence, slightly satisfied. Ancient Secrets is great. No. Devil's Sight is great. Eldritch Sight is also good. Eldritch Spear is okay. Eyes of the Runekeeper is okay. Fiendish Vigor and Case of Two Minds. Life Drinker is great. Mask of Many Faces is great. Which one's Master of Myriad Forms? Alter Self. Slightly satisfied. No. Slow. We're just gonna keep going down. Misty Visions. One with Shadows. Otherworldly Leap. Repelling Blast is good. Sign of Ill Omen. Thief of Five Fates. Thirsting Blade is good. Visions of the Distant Realms. And then, which one's which sight? Is it just Dark Vision? Oh, I'll get that. That's a good one. Pact of the Chain is slightly satisfying. So is Blade. Tome gets extra points. Mystic Arcanum is okay, and Eldritch Master is garbage. Needs some serious reworking. Either lean in to Eldritch Blast being their only option, therefore removing it as an option and just giving it to them, or allow other invocations to apply to maybe all cantrips. Okay. Not DM'd for an Archfey. Just skip that one. Have DM'd for a Fiend pack. We're almost done, guys. So we have all of the wizard subclasses, which is crazy. Satisfied with Fiend pack. Actually, I'm just satisfied with everything for this one across the board. I meant to put in there the fact that I forgot that extended spells for whatever reason are not a guaranteed thing. Like, they just give you extra options to choose from. They're not just granted to you like every other class that gets spells. So that always kind of bothered me. I have DM'd and played as a wizard before. I'm very satisfied with wizard. It's spell casting. I'm really satisfied with everything for wizard. It's great. I've not DM'd or played for an Abjuration Wizard. We're on. I have not DM'd or played for a Conjuration Wizard. I have DM'd for a Divination Wizard. Okay, let's go over there. Very satisfied with this. Let's see. Satisfied with this. Very satisfied with Portent. Satisfied with this. And the third eye. And then Greater Portent. Oops. Okay, next. School of Enchantment. Nope. Getting there. School of Evocation, yes. Very satisfied. Yeah, this is another one that's across the board. It might have lost a little bit of points in theory compared to some of the newer options, just because the newer options have a degree of power creep inherent to them. School of Necromancy, no. And I'm going to explain that this is not a Necromancer. It needs a total overhaul. Okay. What's left? Transmutation, no, I have not. Transmutation's pretty solid, though. If there's anything else you'd like to tell us about D&D classes or subclasses, please do so here. Systematic review from top to bottom with power alignments / changes as needed would be amazing. This is probably for 6e, isn't it? Started playing with third. Next. Have I ever been a DM? Yes, I have. The past year, we'll call it 80%. Been DMing. I keep answering different ones for each one, but it's fine. What's my age? 35. Identify as a man. And there you have it, folks. The entirety of the D&D classes survey. I did not realize it was going to be that long. Here's the thing. We got a survey asking us to evaluate the races in the player's handbook. And now we're getting one asking us to identify and talk through the classes in the player's handbook. This, to me, screams research for a D&D 6th edition. Now, I know I have been saying this, that I think it's coming in 2024. It's the anniversary of the game. It lines up with some rumors that I've heard traveling around the industry. But the fact that they're evaluating the first book, the core book to players now, makes me think like they're using this as an opportunity to gain interest, to gain feedback, and to make adjustments for whatever they're going to put in the final 6th edition Player's Handbook. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Sorry it's so long. There was just a lot to go over. We'll see you all next time.